The cost of a cosmetic rhinoplasty in India. See, this is one of the very common question which is being asked by the patient. Like, doctor, I want to go for the cosmetic rhinoplasty, but how much it will cost me? So we need to understand first of all what are the problems. So most common problems in Indian patient is like they complain of missing of a elevation on a tip, like the flat tip, the broad alar base, okay, and the dorsum or the bridge of the nose is not prominent. So they want to have a sharp nose, chisel nose, the small or a narrow nose. So this is the common requirement. Now, in all these cases, by and large, we have to do augmentation rhinoplasty, like to increase the tip elevation or to give you a very prominent dorsum. We need to put some material inside to increase the volume. So, most common one used is the nasal septum. Now, what is a nasal septum? Nasal septum is a bone which is within the nose, which separates the two nostrils. So that bone is one of the very good what one can use. So we need to take it, we need to carve it, we need to give a proper shape, and you can do the augmentation with that. So that is a one thing. Second thing which is being used is the ear cartilage. Well, it is not very commonly used because the cartilage quality is good, but the quantity is very less. Beyond certain limit, you do not get the quantity. So that is also one of the thing what one can go for it. So when you want to do such kind of a surgery using a nasal septum or a ear cartilage, the surgeon charges is by and large 30 to 50,000 Indian rupees. Okay. Now, when I say the surgeon charge, it means there are some other charges also, like there is an assistant who comes into the picture, also the anesthetist who give anesthesia to the patients, they make you sleep, the medicine which is being used on a patient, the hospital care, nursing care, oxygen, all this thing. So if I say the total charges, when you go for the augmentation rhinoplasty, you want to make it small, so total charges will be somewhere around at least 80 to 90,000 rupees minimum, okay, from which it starts. Now there are certain patients, they do not want to go for septum or ear cartilage. They go for the implants. There are ready implants. The silicone implants are available. So you just have to open the nose, you fix the implant, and the work is done. The surgical process is comparatively smaller. In that situation, the cost of the implant is additionally added to the charges. End of the day, patient is the one who needs to pay. But it is not one of the very commonly used because the silicone implants, you know, those can get infected. The rejection ratio is comparatively higher. So because of these reasons, that is not very commonly used. Okay, it is not the first choice of a surgeon for sure. Now, apart from that, if someone wants to have a very chiseled nose, the septum is also not enough, then the best alternate to use is a rib cartilage. We have a rib cage in which the lungs are pretty safe inside. So that rib bone or a rib cartilage, it is a cartilage. So rib cartilage is the best to give you the augmentation rhinoplasty. So when that rib cartilage is one surgical procedure in which, from the chest, the rib cartilage is harvested. So that also cost is involved. So whenever you go for the rib cartilage, the cost is minimum 1,20,000 to 1,50,000. Now this is the cost. What I am talking about is the basic cost. Okay. So if you are using a septum or a ear cartilage, it will be somewhere around 90,000 to 1,20,000. But when you are using a rib cartilage, it will be 1,20,000 to 150 or 180,000. So these are the charges by and large minimally charged for the cosmetic rhinoplasty. Of course, the charges is not something which is uniform and it remains similar in all the patients, depends upon the expertise of the doctor, the experience of a doctor, as well as the facilities where your surgery is being performed. Uh, Depend upon all these criteria, the charge keeps on varying. Okay. It can go up to even 7 8 lakhs or 12 lakhs also. But whatever charges I have said, it is by and large the commonly charged average charges. Okay, so this is all about the cosmetic rhinoplasty. Myself is Dr. Vaibhav Shah, and our clinic setup is in Mumbai, and we are dedicatedly doing the facial cosmetic, hair transplant, and rhinoplasty, the cosmetic rhinoplasty, on a very regular basis. Okay, so if you have any concern of your cosmetic rhinoplasty, please get in touch with us. We'll be more than happy to assist you for your cosmetic rhinoplasty. Also, within this video, we have attached few before after, so by which you will come to know what kind of a work we are producing, what kind of a result we are delivering to our patients. Thank you so much.